I know you feel me. Swang. Conspiracy. Hey. Swang. Yo, what's up? You're now tuned in to episode number 2 of the Swanglin Show. My name is Joshua P. Dunn, P for Padre, because I could be your dad, and I'm in the building right now with your stepdad, Caviar Dick. What's happening? We just buried the hatchet over all that bullshit your mom tried to pull with us all these years.
Oh yeah, she's still mad about that child support.
We got a bomb-ass show going on today. We got our special guest, Ghetty, representing Illinois, who's got some fire-ass music out right now. We're going to talk about some crazy-ass shit that happened over the weekend. We sat down on Sunday and we checked out that WWE Payback event. You know what I'm saying? That was headlined by Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. What do you think about that match, Caviar D?
I thought it was definitely one of the best matches of the night. Wasn't too happy about how it ended, but it is what it is.
Right. I like the way that they're slowly building it, and you know, it's cool that you cannot deny the fact that pound for pound, AJ Styles is one of the rawest motherfuckers in the wrestling world right now.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt. He's got his promo game's on point. The motherfucker can wrestle. He's doing moves that a lot of people wouldn't even dare try to do.
Oh yeah, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying? He brings like a certain level of intensity to the match. Like
I think he makes other wrestlers better when they wrestle him.
Definitely, and other people that come from that mold that are considered fucking legendary in the wrestling business. People like Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Chris Jericho. Those are the cats that get people over. So hopefully, when this shit's all said and done, they'll put his name up there with them fucking cats.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? Another match that was on that motherfucker was that women's championship match where my boo, Charlotte, you know what I'm saying, holds it down, retains the title on some bullshit with Lil Nate.
With a little nature boy. Oh man.
Now, do you think that they're building up to drop the belt off, or you think she's going to dominate forever?
No, I think she's still going to dominate for a little while. They're trying to ride that whole Ric Flair genetics out.
Oh, you think he's drunk when he's out there?
Dude, look at him. His face is always flushed. You know, he's having to knock a couple of them drinks back.
And you know, he spent more money on spilled liquor across this fucking world than I've spent on my fucking house.
Oh, yeah. Than on your kid's mom's house.
And you know, another crazy thing that fucking happened at that pay-per-view was that injury. That Enzo Amore snaps his neck on the fucking rope and looks like this dude about died. Fortunately...
Oh, no. He looked completely dead. He just laid the fuck out.
That was like one of them moves where it's kickboxing and someone catches that Jean-Claude Van Damme to the neck, upper head area, and you just see their whole arms and legs go stiff. Eyes roll back in the head.
Back.
Man, that shit was crazy, and he got fucked up on there. And, you know, I've been following the reports since then. And luckily, he's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was just a concussion. So he's lucky that's all he made it out of that with. And he will be back to wrestle again.
Oh, yeah. So the Swanglin Show, we're going to say salute to Enzo Amore. And we wish him a speedy and healthy recovery.
Right.
And speaking of people taking blows to the head, I want to talk about this video that's floating around on the internet of this... older man whose kid is acting bad in school. So he decides to pull out the camera and make his son glove up and fight him over...
as punishment. But also as a lesson in self-defense.
Oh, yeah. And I think that, you know, I posted the video to my Facebook account. And a lot of different people reacted to it. A lot of people thought that it was a good thing.
But also a lot of people thought that dude went way overboard with it.
Right, but a lot of those people, though, that thought that was an abusive situation happened to be women. Now, do you think that they feel that way just because that's like a nurturing and caring, motherly thing that nobody wants to see their son split up and busted and, you know what I mean?
No, I think that's just the society of women that want to create their children to be bitches.
Hey, and I can't even necessarily argue with it.
Like, I don't agree with it how far he took it. But when you look at it as a whole, look at our society now. Motherfuckers are disrespectful. They don't fucking I don't even know what the word for it is, but
they don't show that common courtesy for other people.
exactly.
Yeah, and it's like, I look at it, and it's like, you know, he gave the kid the opportunity to throw hands back, relieve some of that aggression, you know what I'm saying? Because a kid's not just going to wild out and act stupid for no reason. I kind of, you know, I commend the dude for trying to, you know, instill values in his kid, trying to make his kid a man, show him that there's consequences to the things that you do. You know what I'm saying? We were wild-ass kids. We were 16 years old. What if when we were kids, your dad
we also had
kid?
respect for our fucking elders, too.
Right, and
our teachers.
That comes from the fact that we have good moms. You know what I'm saying?
My mom will whoop my ass if I stepped out of line and disrespected my elders.
Oh, yeah. And that's how it goes down at my motherfucking house,
Which basically is exactly what that dude did. He just took it a little too far with making his kid bleed.
Yeah.
And then continuing to beat his ass. Like, once that happens, I'm pretty sure the lesson's done with for the day.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, that's the only problem I had with it. Other than that, he put the gloves on. The kid knew what the fuck he did wrong.
Oh, yeah.
He knew that this is your punishment.
And I think that we live in a society now where it's like there's a large majority of households where the father isn't present at all. I grew up in one of those households, you know what I mean? And I was a bad kid, not because I wasn't raised right. It's because I don't really know why I did the dumbass shit that I did. But when I go back and I look at it from the perspective of a 30-year-old man, you know what I'm saying? I wish there would have been somebody that could have made me glove up and punch me in the fucking face. I probably would have learned from it. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, we got started young out here. We were doing dumbass shit when we were in high school, 8th grade, 7th grade, doing stupid shit. Like, there's no lie about this story that I committed a fucking residential burglary when I was 12 years old.
Right.
You know what I mean? Went to juvenile jail when I was 13 years old. Shit that shouldn't happen, and it's my fault for doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I hold myself accountable. But how old were you when you caught your felony case? 18?
19.
19. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, in those situations, like when you're a man or you're a growing boy and your age, 12 to 17, it's important for people to put the smack down on you because you can fucking take this shit too far out here and be in prison. You could kill somebody.
I mean, look at the rate of people getting killed nowadays by the police.
Oh man, it's unbelievable.
And it's because everybody thinks that they're entitled to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Right, when there's repercussion and consequence for everything.
Everything.
Every single thing that you do. And that's a message that I think that we should try and put out through this show, that it's important for not only fathers, but for mothers in situations where the fathers aren't present. You know what I'm saying? If you got a child, a little boy that's growing into be a man, make this dude be a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Teach your kid some respect. Make him put his hands up. Put him in some contact sports to teach him some discipline. Do something, because it could be your kid that's out here getting shot up by the police or being involved in gang activity and doing all this other shit that we need to completely eliminate from our culture if we want to grow and continue going forward.
Right.
Now we're sitting here right now. We're blowing back this raspberry and cream cigarillo, which we never had before.
Brought to you in part by Good Times.
Yeah,
Cigarillos.
much love to Good Times for having the hookup, the 3 for 99 cents. We were talking the other day about different ways that you can go about making people respect, right?
Right.
Because we were clowning about that Birdman shit, about put some respect on it.
Oh, yeah. All three of y'all.
Yeah. I ain't going to say it no more. But we were talking about different approaches to respect. And you could be, you can intimidate people and get respect through fear, which doesn't last. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you can go the alternate route and earn your respect. So, anybody that's listening right now, if you think the world's giving you a hard time and it's pushing at you, stop being a bitch and start pushing back. Because you're going nowhere unless you do. And that's the truth from the motherfucking Swanglin show. And while we're on the subject of little bitches and disrespect, we told a story last week about how Caviar Dick is wildin'. You know what I'm saying? He's one of these cats that could, in the situation, and pending the situation being this way, you might get punched in the face, you know, but it's never a situation where it's unwarranted.
It's very possible, but like, yeah.
You don't just punch people.
Most of the time, it involves with motherfuckers being disrespectful, or rude, or putting down some bitches or something.
Right, or putting down your friends.
Or even my friends, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of that, people putting down your friends, that leads us into, this is a great story. We have a buddy of ours that we've known for years and years and years, you know what I'm saying, who's in the penitentiary, Ohio Correctional Institute at this point in his life. He's been down for, 6 or 7 years now?
Oh, dude, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Better part of a decade.
His name's Seth Hoover. Shout out to Seth if you can somehow hear this, you know what I'm saying? We're a tight little group, you know. People start talking shit, they might get stolen by anybody in the group, because sometimes it happens like that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
because sometimes people just wild out for no reason.
Right. Now,
usually there's alcohol involved.
There's always alcohol involved when you're fighting people, dude. You don't fight people for nothing. You know,
that's not always true.
Oh, you're right. I've seen you on a couple vendetta missions where you really did beat people up that deserved it for some fuck shit, but
this is one of those situations, but there was alcohol involved on both sides.
Right.
And had the other dude not been drinking, he might have heeded my warning when I told him to shut the fuck up the first time.
Now, what? So you're at a party?
Yeah, we're kicking at this basement party. And I'm friends with Seth, who's in prison right now. And this motherfucker didn't like him. So he just starts fucking running his mouth and just talking shit to everybody about him. And I'm like, hold the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, you didn't see who was at this party, bro.
You're talking shit about my dude. You know? I'm fucking down to ride for this motherfucker for fucking life.
Right, that's Caviar dick qualities. Stand up people over here.
This dude's always had my fucking back. And you're just gonna sit here and talk down on him and right in front of me. I'm like, fuck that. I told him, dude, shut the fuck up.
He didn't listen, did he?
Oh, no. Hell no. Instead, he starts talking more shit, but then gets right in my face.
Mistake.
Like, we're basically almost touching noses and shit. He's spitting when he's fucking talking. I'm just starting to get pissed.
Oh, yeah. Raging Bull. The, what is that?
Right.
The El Matador
the fucking,
situation.
You black out when you just see all fucking red and you just lose it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm letting him do it. I told him like 3 times, get the fuck away from me or I'm going to knock you the fuck out.
Oh, yeah. He should have heard you.
Oh, yeah. He just starts talking shit about how he's about to fight me and we're about to go outside and shit. So I just knocked him out right there.
What did it take? One
piece. One piece. This dude hit the fucking ground.
What was it? The hook? The jab?
They get him back up off the ground. He's like, fucking, let's go outside.
Wow. Let's go outside. So anybody that's listening right now, there's a lesson to be learned by this. You got to know your limitations. You know what I'm saying? If you get into a physical altercation, it happens to all of us. Shit happens, you know, especially in the bar environment or party environment.
And I'm not saying this has a lot to do with it or anything, but I'm a big dude. This motherfucker was probably like 5'3", maybe $150 soaking wet.
Right. Shout out to everybody that's 5'3" and $150. You know, be careful what enemies you choose out here, because
and he definitely was not a fighter, not even in the slightest. Because as soon as we went outside, dude, I just fucking 3-pieced him. He dropped.
Oh, he was probably out after the first one. He probably just put the icing on him with the other two.
He's leaking blood. He gets back up.
Oh, man. He gets back up again.
Gets back up and does the shit like fucking, Chipper Jones.
Right.
You know?
And that's the thing, though, is, you know, you look back at that situation, you know what I'm saying? You were being a good dude in that situation.
I gave him a chance to walk away.
You gave him multiple chances to walk away. And this is something that the people that are listening to this need to know, because there's a lot of shooting that goes on out here. There's a lot of people getting jumped and shit. Be a motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying?
Put them motherfucking dukes up.
Put your hands up. Fight somebody. If you take an L,
pistols are for pussies.
You can fight them again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's not that I've been beat up before. It's not really that big of a bruise to your ego. It's not like you're fighting at Madison Square Garden. Everybody don't see this shit. You know?
Shit, with nowadays, though, everybody's going to see that
World
shit.
Star.
I'm so glad fucking... Actually, I kind of wish that back then we would have had video cameras to get some of this shit, because some of it was fucking comical.
Oh yeah.
Like this dude just keeps getting back up, fucking wanting to fight some more, and he's just leaking blood everywhere. Finally, fucking after the last time I 3-pieced him, his friends come and get him. Like, his friends are standing there, and they're just letting this shit go on.
And why do you think? You think that's because you're a big dude, or it's because your reputation, or they was just pussies? Let's keep it on the cool. On the fucking record, Larry King lifestyle.
Honestly, I think it was a little of all of it.
Okay. That makes sense, too, because, you know, you are a fucking big dude. I wouldn't want to fight you.
Right.
Luckily, you always been on my team, so we ain't never had that kind of issue. I mean, we did have an issue where we almost fought one time over some money, but that was stupid shit.
Right.
But, you know, you got to take care of the people you're cool with. You know what I'm saying? So when motherfuckers are out here, if you're around people and they're talking down on your friends and you ain't holding it down, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
you don't
what kind of friend are you?
You don't let people fucking run your friends' names through the fucking mud.
Right, because you wouldn't want your fucking friends doing that shit to you. So you can't be a snake out here in the street and expect people to respect you or to look out for you.
Right.
Or you, because, you know, essentially that's running your own name in the mud. And
Right,
that's what these
lose all
haters are
respect.
supposed to do for you. So if you're out here hating on yourself, fuck you. And I'm not a negative type dude or a negative person or nothing. I don't hate things. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell people how to live their lives or anything like that at all. But this shit right here that's going on in today's world, that we got to talk about this shit, is, I think it's stupid as hell, is side dude and side girl, side bitch, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about this epidemic of unfaithfulness that's going on in the world, man?
Dude, I have enough fucking problems trying to keep a main bitch happy. What the fuck do I need a side bitch for?
That's my point, you know?
That's just more headache than fucking needed.
Right. I'm 30-year-old man, I'm single, and I've never been able to build something with a woman that I thought was sustainable for life. You know what I mean? With one woman.
Right.
So let alone, why the fuck would I need two?
Oh yeah, and then to also have to fucking keep both of them happy.
Right.
To the point to where they ain't fucking causing you problems. That just sounds like way too much fucking work for me.
Oh,
I'd rather just smoke a joint and play some video games and chill.
And
You know?
I'm sure there are situations that exist where, you know, the person that does have the side piece is 100% honest about it, and it does work.
Right.
And
But then
salute to you.
all parties are involved.
Right.
But going behind somebody's back, that's some snake shit again.
Yeah. And I can't really co-sign that shit at all. Like, I'm not the type of dude. I've been in long-term relationships. I know you have too.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even see in that situation, how do you got time? You know what I'm saying? That's like the most counterproductive shit that you could be doing. Why are you not trying to get this check?
Right.
You already got some butt. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for you. You got to be greedy. And in return, what does that do? That hurts your bank account.
Right. Because you're spending all that free time.
And in most situations, you have to court. You know, you either, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that motherfuckers
Not all
value their
situations.
value their situation so good where you got to come out of pocket like that. But even if you're buying 2 Crown Royals or something, you're coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Take somebody to dinner. Even if you buy that $5 Little Caesars pizza for your side bitch, that could be in your pocket, man.
Shit, or you could just save yourself some money and get a prostitute.
Right. How is that saving money when you're spending on a
You're going to
prostitute?
spend that money anyways to go out to dinner, and then you don't even know if you're getting a piece, right?
Right.
You spend that same money you were going to go out to dinner with on a fucking prostitute, you can at least get your head hit.
Right, and that was in the news. Who was it? Charlie Sheen?
Oh, yeah.
He said that I don't pay him to have sex with me. I pay him to leave afterwards.
Right.
And now, what do you think is the cause of all this unfaithfulness? You think that people just aren't real anymore, or?
No, I think it has to do with our views on social media, the shit they play on TV, on MTV, fucking all that shit. The shows they have, these reality shows they have these kids watching.
You think that the world?
I mean, shit. They got
brainwashed?
a TV show out, basically glorifying 16 and pregnant.
Yeah, that wouldn't be sweet in my household.
Oh hell no.
Now, so you think it's the accessibility of the fact that, like, through Facebook, or like the Yo Gotti big ass song right now is going down in the DM?
Oh yeah.
You think that's the cause of the
finding
problem?
females for dudes It's just like going to McDonald's and ordering a sandwich. I mean, you got your choice. You can keep. There's so many people out there. You can just keep going.
Right, and that's not even. You're not saying that to encourage the fact that you're just saying it.
I'm just saying that's what's wrong with reality is because it's so accessible that people forget to fucking stop and take a fucking minute to fucking breathe.
Yeah, and everything is so fast paced now. It's like even the way that they broadcast news and everything has changed completely because of how.
Oh yeah, like if you don't have internet access through Wi-Fi or anything that's faster than dial-up, you know.
Right, get out of the Stone Age.
People get pissed.
What I want to know is the percentage, you know. I'm going to look up some statistics about this shit. And we're going to talk about some more next week on the side piece shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to encourage you guys that are listening, you know what I'm saying, to be real. Be stand up. Don't be sneaking around out here lying. If you got to hide your head or hold your head down about something that you're doing, you should not be doing that shit.
Right. And if you are going to have a side piece, you need to have all parties involved. Be honest and upfront about your motherfucking intentions.
You got to be stand up out here. Don't be lying and shit and going around and sneaking and doing this shit. Because if you need to have multiple females or you need to have multiple dudes, you need to quit wasting people's fucking time out here and just keep it from the jump.
Right, and if you want to have some real game and get some fucking respect, you're gonna do that shit with all parties knowing that this is the side piece, you're the main bitch. Because otherwise, you really don't have game because you're only fucking running game on one person at a time. You run game on a whole group of people, then you got my motherfucking respect.
Right. Well, and then shit, what is your game at that point? Your game is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Fuck having game. Have qualities. Have attributes. Things about yourself that naturally attract people. Be honest. Don't be a fuck boy. You know what I'm saying? Have some ambition about yourself and go out and fucking do something with your life. You know what I'm saying? And stop waiting on people because with this, like we're talking about, everything's so easy to access. Everybody thinks that, you know, they're entitled to a good woman or a good man in their life. They're entitled to some money. You know, they're entitled to, you know, health. I think they're and all these things.
Entitled to perfection when nothing is perfect.
Yeah, nothing in the entire fucking world will ever be perfect. And really, that comes down to preference, too. I mean, what you think is perfect, our neighbor or whatever, some dude down the street, he might see the world in a totally different light. So you got to respect where other people are coming from. You know what I mean?
And if shit was easy, everybody would be fucking in the best shit of their fucking lives, you know? But it's not. You got to put in work to get fucking work.
Oh, yeah. And that's how we're going to put it down on the Swanglin Show, Episode 2, Joshua Dunn, Caviar D. We're going to get into it now. We got special guest on the line calling in from L.A. Ghetty, what's up, dude?
Yeah, what's good, what's good?
What you got going on, man?
Man, I got all types of shit going on, man. I'm out here in L.A., fucking... Man, getting it in and shit, shooting videos, recording music every day and shit, just going crazy.
Hell yeah, man. Word on the street is that you're hot right now, bro.
Yep, damn right. That's the word on the street, boy.
Definitely. Hey, man, I got some questions for you. I appreciate you joining us on the Swanglin Show with myself and Caviar Dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're from Rock Island, Illinois, right?
Yep.
Now that's the Quad Cities area?
Yep, 309.
That's what's up, man. You go to Rock Island High School, the Rocky.
Yep, Rocky, yep.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that's a pretty wild place out there.
Yeah, it's pretty wild over there. I mean, I fuck with it. That's my shit. That's my, that's my stomping grounds and shit. But yeah, it's pretty wild over there in Rock Island. The shit, we call it the town. It's wild over there in the town.
I can relate, my man. Hey, I see you've been dropping a lot of videos and really stepping up on the visual aspect of your game, man. You got this cat named Nick Brzezinski that shoots some fire-ass videos for you, man. How'd you link up with this cat?
Man, I linked up with him shit in Chicago. He's out the south side of Chicago and shit, Rock Island's not too far away, so I'll be doing, a lot of my work goes through Chicago. And, I was up there doing a show with Riff Raff and shit, and a couple years ago, and he was there filming some shit, and seen us and you know, hollered at me. I think he got a hold of me on Instagram or something after he seen us at the show, and you know, basically was like, you know, I'm trying to start shooting for you, you know, if you're down. And you know, it's been history since ever then. I barely even shot with anybody else since then. I mean, maybe a video here and there, but he's doing 99% of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing too, man, because you can tell by watching the product that you guys are putting together that there's some real good chemistry there. You know, you guys are on the same page and putting together some really cool shit. And you were saying about y'all linked up in Chicago. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Ohio, so I grew up listening to a lot of artists from that area, like, you know, Twista, Do or Die, Common, and shit like that.
Yeah.
Now that you're starting to get, you know, a real nice little buzz in the game, man, how does it feel to be a part of that influence that the state of Illinois has on the game?
Man, it's amazing, bro. It's really I don't even know how I can describe it, bro. It's like a dream come true, you know? Like, I can't even really put it into words. It's just, you know, just makes you feel good, you know?
Is there any artists from out there that you listen to on a regular?
Man, shit, I fuck with a lot of Chicago music and shit. Like, you know, I listen to shit. I just did 2 videos with Famous Dex a couple nights ago. But shit, so me and him, I listen to his music all the time. We got like 10 songs, videos coming and shit. He's popping right now. Just got signed, and he getting 1 million views on every video and shit. There's another cat named Lud Foe. He's going hard. He's kind of brand new out of the shy. Just over the last like month or two, just started getting his buzz and shit. He's going super hard. I be listening to his shit all the time. Lil Herb, I fuck with G Herbo shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Baby and shit. But yeah, it's tons of artists in the shy, man. I still listen to all that old shit too. I still listen to all that Do or Die and Twista and Crucial Conflict and all that shit too.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm a really big fan of like especially like the legendary Traxtor production.
Yeah.
And that whole, just that sound, just in general. You know, I came up, being from Ohio, I listened to a lot of, you know, Bone Thugs and like shit like the Dayton Family.
Bone Thugs is that's probably the best group of all time, I think.
Definitely, man. I was humbled enough to I got to perform on their latest tour. They did East 1999 Eternal album in its entirety.
Damn, that's crazy.
Perform at that date in Toledo and had Ritz there and shit, and it was fire.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
What do you got coming up for this summer, man? You got any tours or anything popping off?
Man, I don't got any tours set up right now. I got some people supposed to be working on one. I'm just waiting on hearing back from them and shit. But I ain't got nothing that's like, you know, concrete right now. But shit, I'm gonna just be out here. I'm gonna be out here in LA just working, man. And you know, whatever comes from that, maybe some shows will materialize from that. But I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no shows. You know, in concrete right now, set in stone. But you know, they can pop up at any time. But I'm gonna be out here just going crazy, shooting videos and shit. 'Cause that's really what does it for me is the videos. So that's always my main priority is just to make music and make videos. Everything else is secondary, shows and all that other shit. That's all secondary. As long as I can get in the studio, and as long as I can shoot videos with Nick Brzezinski, man, that's my number one priority always. Just as many as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man, and that's cool though too, because it's like, you know, that's what your audience wants, man. You know, you're feeding it to them, and people are reacting to it. I feel like, you know, when you find something that sticks, I mean, it's hard to try and even run away from something like that.
Man, absolutely. It's like, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you always want to try some new shit, you know, to try to maybe get some other results and whatnot, but that's on top of doing what you're already doing. No, don't ever stop what's already working to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what's already working and then add shit to it. Try other shit on the side and check out some results. And then,
definitely.
You got to be doing multiple things at once. So it's like, you know, it's just nonstop. It's nonstop.
Yeah, so the people that are listening to this interview with the Swanglin Show and Ghetty, the message is you got to go harder all the time. Even when you think that you're going hard enough, you are not going hard enough. You got to just keep going harder.
Exactly.
I've been listening to a lot of your music, man, and you got a crazy amount of, like, sports references in your music.
Hell yeah, I love sports.
Who is your favorite athlete of all time?
Man, it's super cliche, but, man, you already know Michael Jordan.
Okay, everybody always rolls with Jordan. Do you rock the Jordan brand tennis shoes as well, man? Are you a fan?
Yeah, I've been, bro, I grew up watching Jordan every night, you know what I'm saying? Coming home from school, watching Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Watching them every night. So I was a real fan, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's just, that's just built in our blood. If you're from Illinois, like, Michael Jordan is like your god, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's just, you know, we're the real fans. Not saying that everyone else around the country can't be no Jordan fans, but we was watching them on our local channels. You know, their games is on our channels. Like, that's what we watched when we grew up, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just Jordan. We rock with Jordan so hard, it just don't even make sense. He's like God, you know?
Yeah, I thought it was dope, too, that when he crossed over and did baseball, he kept it Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I fuck with Jordan all the way. Like, he ain't, you know, the way he acts, his mentality and everything, he's a real dude, you know? Like, I be watching LeBron, and, like, he be acting like a crybaby and shit, and, like, you know, like, I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was from Cleveland and I was a Cleveland fan, even if I was a LeBron fan, I'd be like, man, he's got to stop, you know? He got to stop acting like a crybaby out there all the time. Like, if you watch Jordan was out there on business all game, not fucking around. LeBron out there crying, you know what I'm saying? Like, dancing and shit. Like, nah, that shit ain't nothing. LeBron cold as hell. He probably the second best player ever in the whole world. But, you know, Jordan had that mentality. He taught us a lot about how to handle business and how to be serious and be passionate about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Jordan got cut. Jordan got cut in high school. He didn't even make the team.
Right.
You feel me? Jordan didn't even make the team in high school. Came back to be the best player in the world forever.
Oh, yeah. And since you referenced the Cleveland Cavaliers, there's an iconic image of, in the playoffs, Michael Jordan shaking Craig Elo with the crossover. And that's, like, burnt into my brain. I'm from Ohio. I'm a Cavs fan, you know what I'm saying? I love LeBron James. I hope they win the title. I ain't mad at you for having your opinion, you know. Good thing about LeBron James is his knees work, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to try and run that to the championship this year. Maybe not. We'll see how that works out for him.
I respect the shit out of LeBron. I just don't. He just needs to man up a little bit, man. All that crying and dancing around, you know. I don't know. He calmed it down a little bit, but you know, a couple years ago he was really on that shit. Like when Joe Noah was getting into it with him and shit over that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Joe Noah wasn't having that shit, you know. But
yeah, everybody out here was clowning, talking about it was because Delonte West smashed his mom.
Yeah, that shit fucked up too. And that shit really happened too. That shit ain't even no rumor. That's just dirty. Delonte's dirty for that shit. He's dirty for that shit. But they don't respect LeBron like that. That's what I'm saying. That would have never happened to Jordan.
Hey,
nobody was never gonna hit Jordan. If Jordan's mom, cause nobody would ever even think about trying that shit. Like that was not happening.
If you look at the level of sacrifice, is different though. I mean, would you? You know, Michael Jordan's dad got murdered and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? I would rather someone smash my mom than kill my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I know. You know, fucked up shit happened to everybody. Shit, this is what it is. He can't control it. You know, that shit's out of his hands.
Hell yeah, and it's a crazy-ass world that we live in, you know what I'm saying? And people that are listening, you need to go to your favorite places where you download music, Apple Music, iTunes, all that, and check out the Ill State music series that Ghetty's got put out here in the Hardwood Classics album with Riff Raff. That's both available now. How'd you link up with Riff Raff, bro?
Man, I was just fucking on the internet one day. This was probably like, 2010 maybe. 2010 probably. I don't even know how I saw it, but I saw one of his videos, one of his first rap videos and shit, and when I seen it, I'm like, man, that dude from MTV that I saw on the show that was rocking the braids and the you know, the colorful hair and shit and the grills and shit. And I'm like, damn, I fuck with Cuz. I was like, I didn't know he be rapping, you know, let me play this shit real quick. Play this shit. I think it was like the ICU video or whatever. They standing in the cul-de-sac rapping and shit. And, man, Cuz started spitting. The riff started spitting. I was like, he broke off a couple punchlines, and I was like, God damn, I'm like, bro, going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't give a fuck with none of these motherfuckers think. Like, he knows that, like, mad people is gonna hate on him. He don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? And he's just going crazy, and just like, that's the type of shit I respect, bro. Is when I see people who ain't scared to go against the grain, who don't follow trends and set their own shit, you know, like, that's the type of people I like, bro. So, like, once I seen that and how he was coming so hard, like, I'm a big fan of Texas rap. Like, I grew up listening to a lot of Texas rap too. So, you know, I when I heard that shit, you know, he was spitting a lot of Texas. He had a lot of Texas slang on there, so I recognized and picked it up right away. And I was just like, man, this shit is cold, you know, like, I'm fucking with this. And then I think I searched his Twitter. I found him on Twitter or some shit. And shit, he only had like 10,000 followers or some shit. I sent him a DM with some of my music and shit. And he said he was fucking with it. He's like, shit, I'm trying to hop on one of these joints. And then it was just shit. I just kept sending him more and more and more. And then eventually we just linked up. I flew him out to Chicago for the first time to do our first video and shit. We did Mike Tyson. And then I started going out to L.A. fucking with him and shit. And then back and forth. We just been doing it ever since, you know. Just making music and making videos and shit.
And that's cool, man, because over time, you know what I'm saying, you encounter some crazy-ass shit in this business with people, man, and, you know, if you got a bond with somebody that goes way back, man, that's worth something, man, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I know you're a bud smoker like me, you know what I'm saying? When was the last time you saw a bag of some dirt-ass weed, bro?
Some dirt?
Yeah, some old Reggie Theus.
Man, I mean, I'm out here in Cali, so fucking the shit they be calling Reggie out here is really not like that Reggie in the Midwest. The Midwest be having that real Reggie, you know, like that straight up Mexico shit.
Yeah, the hockey puck.
Yeah. Damn. You know about the hockey pucks? Yeah, that's the little joints. That's the little joints. That's crazy you said that, bro. Yeah, the little hockey pucks and shit. That shit ain't even like real weed, you know what I'm saying? It should be having gasoline on it and shit. All types of wild shit. But so I mean, you know, I don't know. They be having shit out here. They be calling Reggie. It just be like some beds and shit. But people be having that shit, man. Motherfuckers be having people be buying that shit just to have around and shit, rolling up big ass blunts. But I don't really be hitting that shit because it be giving me a headache and shit. Quantity over quality. Yeah, that should be giving me a headache, and it'll fuck up my whole day, man. That's the real. Like, I mean, I've done it, you know. It's not. It should be pissing me off. Like, it'll really fuck up my whole day and give me a headache like all day. So like, I be smoking. I stay with a bag, you know, with a fire bag. Usually some OG. I got a couple people out here that grow OG and give it to me personally and shit. So that shit's pretty fire. But I mean, I stay with some good dope though. I got to, you know.
Hey, you gotta smoke good, man, especially when you're enjoying that beautiful weather out there in California. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I got a question for you. Was there like a specific moment when you realized, like, holy shit, I'm popping right now?
Man, nah. It was all gradual. You know what I'm saying? Every step of it was gradual, and they were so. You know, they weren't huge steps, you know what I'm saying? They weren't like, you know, I didn't just like jump up and like, you know, shit go crazy overnight. It was just like slowly but surely, like following people following me like over the course of 3-4 years, just consistently. Once people seen like everything I dropped was pretty much fire, like people started fucking with me, but like, I mean, At first, like when we dropped that, when me and Riff Raff dropped Rap Game Patrick Ewing, when we dropped that video, shit picked up because that was like the first. That was probably like the hardest shit that I had at that point, and it was put out on a big scale for a lot of people to see. So, you know, shit picked up a lot after that. You know, a lot of followers and whatnot. But I don't know. It was all gradual, bro. It was just accumulation, small accumulation, snowball effect. You know, over 3 or 4 years, it just, you know, finally now it's big enough to acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? To say what it is. Like, there's a lot of people that fucking with me, and like the people that be fucking with me on Twitter and shit, like they fuck with my shit hard. And, like, motherfuckers be listening to my shit all over. Like, people who tell me every day where they're at, what states they're in and shit, what cities they're in, and they be telling me they be putting all their friends on my shit, and they want me to come to their city. I mean, it's just like every day these people tell me this shit. So it's like once that started happening, I was like, man, bro, you know, this shit is something more than I thought it was, and you know, I'm feeling bigger than what I thought I was, you know.
Definitely, there's a lot of power in being an artist that's independent too. I mean, you can really be on the pulse of what your people want. You don't have to make a whole album. You could do it, you know, any formula that you want and serve your people and really stay current, as long as, you know, you stay ahead of the trend. And I hope, you know, I wish that, you know, you have a big future ahead of you in your career, man. I think you make some pretty dope music. I think you got some tight videos. I think the people are going to eat you up real good out here. Is there anywhere that the people can get at you on social media, man, and reach out to you?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, Codeine Robinson. You can hit me on there. I damn near reply to like everybody. I try to, you know what I'm saying? I'll be sending people links, personal links to their DM, so they can just hear certain songs I want everybody to hear. So I'll be interacting with everybody and shit. And then on Instagram, Ghetty309, GHETTY 309. You can hit me on there too. Follow me on both of them. I'm trying to follow everybody back, and you know, that's where you can stay in tune with basically everything I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Every day.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, I appreciate you taking the time. Call in and holler at me, man, and chop it up with me, bro.
Hell yeah, that's all good. Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Swing, 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 swing. I know you feel me. Swing, swing, conspiracy. Hey, swing. That's our shit.